To the weekend win total for WT, only you had to struggle to get one of them. Talk about your weekend was a fun weekend, especially it's like your ball club likes overtime.
Yeah, we don't like overtime. We'd like to try to win it in regulation, but Kingsville actually had the last shot to win it in regulation, and I actually thought the shot was going in, hit the back of the iron, and they had kind of a tough tip in, and then Gotch ended up getting the rebound, and we did go to overtime. So. Yeah, when you don't have the ball and you can go to overtime in the last few seconds there, we'll be happy to take that overtime. And then we got into overtime. It was very emotional. We got down a little bit, but Gotch ends up hitting a big three. Brandon hits a big three, some free throws, and we ended up pulling it out. So good weekend for us, good win for us against Kingsville, who's a very good team.
What does it say for your team? I think you're what, 3-0 or 4-0 in overtime games?
I really don't know if we're 3-0 or 4-0 in overtime games. I do know that we're 25-3 right now, and we're 23-3 in Division II games. So that will really help us out, being high up in the regional that comes out on Wednesday. And it's something that we just keep playing these games, trying to win games to keep improving in the regional.
Kingsville was tough for you both times. What do you think it is about that team that kind of gives you guys some trouble? I
tell you, they're very scrappy. They go deep. They don't care if they foul or not because they play 10, 12 guys. And if it's a physical game, sometimes if we're not real physical, we're not a football team. We're a basketball team. I think we're a very skilled team, but we've got to learn to play a little bit more physical and more aggressive. And that's what I think Kingsville did. Was they're very aggressive. They're strong going to the basket, and then they made some outside shots that they normally don't knock down. So they had a great game plan. They wanted it. It was a very emotional game, but yeah, sometimes it's only 2 games, but we'll probably see those guys again, whether it's a conference tournament. Who knows? They might get in the regional. They'll probably have to win the conference tournament to get in because their record isn't real great right now. But yeah, sometimes matchups, it's just something about a matchup sometimes that they're tough games.
What about matchups this week? Because you get a fun road trip. It's
this one's always tough. We won over there last year at Tarleton, and then we lost at Commerce last year. And both of these teams are going to be teams that are regional teams. Both of them are right there in the conference tournament right now, in the conference, pretty high up. So these are going to be 2 really tough games when you go over to Wisdom Gym and you go over to Commerce and play. But that'll help us get ready for the conference tournament and for the regional.
And then it was, of course, senior day on Saturday, but a freshman in JoJo Murray ended up being the scorer. So what can you say about his performance on that day?
Yeah, JoJo had a great game scoring. I think, down there at Kingsville, he got in a little foul trouble and didn't get to play much. But I think that just says a lot about our whole team because the ball ended up with him and he knocked down some shots. He got to the basket. He actually missed a layup that would have really helped us out, but we got to stop after that. And so it's one of those things where any given night we can have any guy go for 20, 25, 30 points. And when they take away Ryan Quaid, that's going to leave some cutters to the basket. It's going to leave some open threes. And JoJo can knock him down. He needs to improve a little bit on his free throws, but otherwise he had a good game. He's a great player. He's a great young man if you ever get a chance to get to know him. I think he's going to have a great career here for 4 years.